You can post every day, use trending sounds, even copy viral formats, and still get ignored. Meanwhile, someone with half your experience drops a 20-second clip, and it explodes. Not because of luck, because their B-roll is doing something your content isn't. And once you see the difference, you won't unsee it. Stay with me, because the part everyone skips, that's where the views actually come from. Right now, most creators are stuck in a loop they don't even realize they're in. They think content is about what you say. So they script harder, talk faster, add captions, chase hooks. But the platforms, they're not rewarding talking anymore. They're rewarding visual retention. And here's the part nobody wants to admit. There are creators quietly scaling channels, landing brand deals, and hitting monetization thresholds. Not because they're better speakers, but because their B-roll makes people feel something before they think anything. If your visuals don't interrupt the scroll, your message never even gets a chance. Snapping clips into place, time-lapse. Let's clear something up. The problem isn't that you need better gear. It's not that you need a $3,000 camera, or a studio, or a cinematic lens. Some of the most viral B-roll right now, it's generated, enhanced, or guided by AI. But here's where people mess up. They use AI like a shortcut, and it shows. Flat visuals, no intention, no story. AI doesn't make content better by default, it amplifies whatever input you give it. Bad input? You get generic, forgettable footage, precise cinematic prompts. That's where things change. I've seen creators go from 200 views to 200,000 without changing their niche. Same topic, same message. The only shift? They stopped thinking like creators and started thinking like directors. One example, a basic talking head video about productivity. Before, just someone speaking to camera. After, layered B-roll, moments of hesitation, close-ups of decision-making, visual metaphors for burnout. Suddenly, the video felt like something, and that feeling is what people stay for, because attention isn't logical, it's emotional. B-roll prompts. Cinematic sequence of a person staring at a blinking cursor, room dimly lit, tension building, then cutting to symbolic imagery of time slipping away, clock hands melting, shadows stretching, and dynamic montage of micro-expressions, eyes shifting, fingers tapping, breath pausing, capturing internal thought visually with shallow depth of field and soft grain. Here's what's actually happening behind the scenes. Platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Reels are optimizing for watch behavior patterns. Not just clicks, not even just watch time. They're tracking micro pauses, rewatches, scroll hesitation, visual engagement spikes, and cinematic B-roll creates pattern interrupts that trigger those signals. Now layer in auto meta AI. It doesn't just generate visuals, it aligns pacing, enhances motion, and fills in gaps where your footage would normally feel empty. So instead of you manually building every moment, you're guiding a system that already understands attention patterns. That's the shift. From editing clips to engineering attention.
Narration off screen.
So here's the move most people miss. Stop asking, what should I film? Start asking, what should this moment feel like? Because once you define the emotion, clarity, tension, curiosity, relief, you can build a prompt that generates B-roll to match it. That's the advantage. You're no longer limited by what you captured. You're expanding what's possible. And this is where beginners and advanced creators actually meet in the middle. Because this isn't about skill level, it's about direction. Here's the exact workflow that's working right now. First, define the moment, not the topic, the moment. What's happening emotionally? Second, build a layered prompt, not just person thinking, but what's the lighting, camera movement, mood, subtext. Third, run it through Auto Meta AI. Let it generate variations. Don't settle for the first output. Fourth, sequence your B-roll intentionally. Use it to interrupt, enhance, bridge. And here's something I learned the hard way. Overusing B-roll kills impact. Spacing matters more than volume. Let moments breathe. This isn't just a trend. It's a shift in how content is being judged. Low-effort visuals are becoming invisible, and overly polished artificial content? It's starting to get filtered out too. The sweet spot? Human-guided, AI-enhanced storytelling. Where your intention leads, and AI supports. That's what stays monetization safe. That's what scales. And honestly, that's what feels real. So if you've been wondering why your content isn't hitting the way it should, it's probably not your message. It's the moments between your words. The parts most people rush through are the parts that actually make people stay. Master that. And you're not just creating videos anymore. You're controlling attention. And that's when everything changes. The next time you hit record, don't just think about what you're going to say. Think about what they're going to feel. That's how you become the B-roll king.